What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we hop in this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And let's just get into this video. All right, y'all. Today's video is going to be, let's normalize not telling everybody your business or not telling everybody everything. You know, we've seen it time and time again where people tell people their business or tell somebody something in confidential and it gets spread everywhere, you know, and it blows up and then it's just everywhere, you know. Don't tell everybody everything if you don't want to. You know, I feel like that is where trust comes into play. I feel like people sometimes, you know, are a little bit too trusting right off jump or right off the bat. I feel like trust is one of those things where it has to be earned. You can't just give it away so freely, you know. And I feel like when you give your trust away to people so freely, it's easier for you to get burned. You know what I mean? It's easier for people to screw you over. It's easier for somebody to just fuck you over, basically. You know, I'm just to keep it sweet, you know, not to keep it sweet. And I don't know, I just, like I said again, I have seen it time and time again where people just will vent to somebody or will truly open up to somebody or truly think somebody's like their friend and they get stabbed in their back, you know what I mean? And people might look at it as just like, you know, when I like tell people like I don't really have a lot of friends, like people look at that or people, you know, the whole thing is when you tell people you don't have a lot of friends, people look at you like you're the issue, but it's like, no, I have my flaws 1,000 million trillion bazillion %. Like I'm gonna be the first person to tell you guys like that. Like I'm not a perfect person. Like I have my ways. I have things that I'm still working on. Like I'm in therapy for the shit, okay? But it's like, no, it's like I'm not the issue always. Like it's like, no, people you genuinely think people are your friends. You genuinely think you can confide in people. You genuinely think like people are there for you, and when they like do shit and stab you in your back, like you put that guard up. And I've talked about this before, like in my videos, but like you put that wall up, you almost are just like, I don't want to get to know anybody, you know. I don't want to even like try to get to know a new person or try to get to know new groups of people. Like, so you just kind of like isolate yourself. Trust me, like I am currently getting out of that, like, which that's a whole another video for a whole nother day, that's like something good, something I'm proud of, like. But it's like, I don't know, you have to like be careful when you tell people information or when you tell people certain things or when you tell people like information you might not want everybody to know, you know, because some people, and what is so sad is that some people might come into your life just to get information or just to like get tea from you, you know, and to spread it, you know, because they have their own shit going on in their life and they're miserable back at home or whatever the case may be, you know. This is just like an example, but it's like, I don't know, I just want you guys just, when you are like sharing information, you don't have to share everything right away. Like you can like, or it's like you can take and give. Like if somebody's was willing to share things about themselves, then you can do it vice versa, you know. Like for example, my coworker, which I love her so much and she's such a sweet lady, and she was telling me about like how she wasn't close with her dad growing up, so that made me comfortable enough to open up and share with her like, girl, me and my father, I don't even know who that is, like we ain't close either, trust, you know. So it's like you can even go into situations like that, like give or take, like if somebody's like gonna be open enough and vulnerable enough to share things with themselves, then you can do it vice versa, you know. But you don't have to like come right off the bat and like tell everybody like your business, you know. And I have seen that, especially at work, you guys, like I have seen that so many times, like, and I haven't even been at the shop this long, but I've seen people on a Monday literally will tell somebody like something confidential, and on Tuesday I know about it. Mind you, I wasn't even there on Monday. I don't even know, like I wasn't even in the area at that time when when the information was told. Does that make sense? Like I see that all the time, and that's like a whole nother story, a whole nother video for a whole nother day of like coworkers, messy coworkers. I can make a million videos about that, you know, but like I ain't gonna flood y'all with that. But it's just like, I don't know, you just have to just be careful when you are sharing information with people or when you are like telling people certain things, because like people will spread that, you know, because people like to spread information. People love gossip. People love to like share shit about other people versus themselves, of course, you know. So people love a good rumor, you know, and I just don't want you guys to be at the end of that rumor. I don't want you guys to like be hurt or like feel so betrayed by people, or like betrayed by someone just because you've shared so much with them right away, or you've like let them know your whole story and you don't know shit about them, you know. Because again, I've seen it. I have personally been in situations where like I have opened up to people and I've like shared things with people and people would go back and tell it, you know, and it was told to people when people found out about it. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm not saying like have a guard up, and I'm not saying like completely like just shut people off or like don't even like try with people, or like my thing is like just share what you feel comfortable with. Share whatever you feel like you are okay with. Even if it does get spread, you're okay with people knowing, because like, just because you, even just share, like I'm saying, share whatever you feel comfortable with sharing. Like, don't feel like you need to share everything right off the bat, or don't feel like, you need to just fully open up to this person you already know, if you're new to the channel or not new to the channel, I can't always speak. What I'm trying to say is, like, you can't always just open up to people right away, even if you are like are one of those people that just are genuine and right off the bat you just like share things about yourself, or you just like want people to get to know you. Like, I get that, like wholeheartedly. I understand that. Like, I'm not one of those people, but I get that. Like, I get people that are like that, but it's like, I don't want you to like, I just don't want anybody to go through that. I don't want anybody to like, and if you have went through these situations, or you know what I'm talking about, then you fucking know what I'm talking about. I just don't want anybody that hasn't experienced it like to go through that, because it's like, it's a fucking betrayal. It's like, it just makes you look at people so differently. It makes you literally put that guard up, and you're just like, you completely shut people off, or you just like, you don't even like try to give people a try, or you just like are just so weary about people all the time. And that's not a way to be either. You can't always like have your guard up all the time around people or for people, because you could really miss out on like good people or like genuine people, So it's like, you have to like have a balance, but it's like, just watch what you share and what you don't share. And it's okay if you don't want to share everything. Like, normalize. That's why I wanted to make this video. Like, normalize not having to share everything, like not having to like tell people everything right off the bat. Like, because people want to know your whole life story. People want to know your damn social security card if you let them, So it's like, you have to just be mindful of that, and you have to understand, like, it's okay to like not share everything about your whole life right away, or not share what you're going through with people you just met, or coworkers, or whatever the case may be, right off the bat. Even like when you're getting to know somebody right away in a relationship, like, you don't have to let someone know everything right away, obviously. If you're like, that's a whole nother video again for a whole nother day. But it's like, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, it's like, people want to know so much about you right off the bat. People want to know everything about you right off the jump. And it's like, you don't always have to do that. You don't always have to like share everything about yourself right off the jump, or like right as soon as you're like getting to know somebody. Like, you can like, again, watch and measure. Like, if they're like sharing stuff with you, then of course like share stuff back. Like, that's how you like build bonds, and that's how you like form like friendships, But if the person's not sharing stuff with you, then you don't have to share everything with them. You don't have to share like every single thing about yourself, because like I said again, people just like sometimes will take information about you and like take little things that you tell them, or like tell like your life story, and they'll like flip it, or they'll like spread it to people, especially if you didn't like, because that's how rumors are just started. Like, off of the fact of like someone telling somebody something that they probably didn't want the person to know, and the person just goes and like spreads it. It's just like, that's why you have to be careful what you are like sharing with someone, or what you're even like might be sharing online, or like, I don't know, just be careful like when you are just telling people certain things, or like, just you don't have to tell everyone everything right away. If you don't feel comfortable with sharing it, then you don't have to tell it. Like, no one can force you. Nobody can make you to tell anything that you don't want to tell. Like, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to, and people might think you're like standoffish, or it's not, or like you're being secretive, and it's not like that. It's just the fact of like, I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting, like, I'm having a boundary for myself, and I'm like, and you can share when you're willing to, when you're ready to, and when you feel comfortable, and when the connection between the person feels right, or feels genuine, then it's by all means, like, you can share whatever you would choose to share, but like right away, you don't have to if you don't want to. This is just my opinion, because like, I don't know, people just sometimes will just like to spread rumors, and people like to start shit, and people like to like, get things going, or like people like to, because sometimes people don't have anything else going on in their own lives, that they're just like, okay, let me see what I can find out about this person, and like spread it because I'm bored. It's just like, some people are truly like that, and that might sound like crazy, or that might sound like dramatic, but it's like, no, some people are really truly like that. Like, I personally work with people that are like that. You guys are probably like, at this point, do I need to make a video about work? Because like, I'm talking about it quite often, but it's like, I don't know, I'm just using these as like examples, like, of shit that I've actually seen, like, with my own two eyes. Like, I literally would not be lying to you guys. Like, I've seen this shit at work. Someone will confide in somebody, and that person will go and spread it, and like, and that shit happens, like, you know what I mean, like. So it's just like, that's why, like, again, that's why I want to make this video, because it's just like, you guys, I don't know, I just want to look out for you guys as much as I can, and just like put you guys onto as much game as I can, and be like, you know what, don't always feel like you have to share everything right off the jump, or like as soon as like you meet somebody, or like just let it come naturally, let it be like, let it just flow, you know what I mean? Like, don't feel like you need to like rush right into telling somebody everything, or like don't feel like don't feel pressured to like tell everybody everything right off the jump, you know. Just like I said again, let it just flow, you know what I mean? Let it just come off natural. I feel like that would save you guys, like, or just save anybody that might watch this video, like that would save you guys, like, or at least try to, you know, because I don't know, like I said again, people are just out there to like spread rumors sometimes, and people just like don't have anything else going on in their life, so they're just like, let me see what I can spread about somebody else, let me see what information I can get on somebody else, and let me just see if I can just spread it to everybody that I know, you know, because they have nothing else going on in their life, you know, and that's like a sad thing to say, and that might like come off as like harsh, but it is the truth, you know. Like, some people just are like that, you know. Again, I've witnessed the shit with my own eyes, so it's like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, you can just share what you want to share with somebody, and you can be open with somebody as much as you choose to, and like I said again, whatever you feel comfortable with sharing, like, then by all means share that if you feel comfortable, like. But right off the bat, don't feel like you need to like jump in and just share like your whole entire life, where you came from, where you worked, where like all the people you've dated. Like, don't feel like you have to do that, and don't feel wrong for not wanting to share something right off the bat, or for like wanting to be open right away, or wanting to like, how am I trying to say this? Like, I don't know, just don't feel bad for like not wanting to share things right off the bat, or just like having that guard up a little bit. And now I'm not saying like completely just have your guard up and just like shut people out completely, or just like don't even give people a chance, like that's not what I'm saying at all. But like, just be careful, you know, and just like be wary sometimes, and just, I don't know, pay attention is what I'm basically trying to say. Like, just pay attention to the signs, and pay attention to like, if it's like, just for example, say you're hanging out with a person and you see them like telling someone else's business, and you see them spreading it and telling everyone, and just like going around telling everybody, that might not be a person you want to like share something like deep with, you know what I mean? Not to say you still can't talk to this person, not to say you still can't be like friends with this person, or like build a bond with this person, but maybe like that's not a person you can like share everything with, or share something like super, super deep with. You know, that's just like an example. Like, I don't know, just be careful when you are like sharing information with people, or when you like are talking to people with certain things, or like when you are like opening up to people about certain things. If you guys hear all of that going on, I'm like filming like by my window, but I don't know, just be careful, like, because like I said again, I don't want you guys to like, I don't ever want anybody to like be in a situation, like, if you've never been in a situation where someone has like spread like your business around, or like, and if you're watching this video and you've been through it, then you fucking know exactly what I'm talking about in this, like, you know where I'm coming from. But like, I don't know, I just want you guys to be careful when you like are sharing things. Like, again, that's why I wanted to make this video, and just be like, you know what, especially because like I've seen it at work here recently, so I'm just like, you know what, this is the perfect time for me to like make a video on this and like talk to you guys about it, because I've been just trying to put y'all on game. Y'all are like my like cousins, you know what I mean? You guys are like my little cousins. You guys are like my family, so it's like I gotta put y'all on game and let y'all know what's up. But like, I don't know, that's literally honestly how I feel. It's like, be careful what you share, be careful who you share things with, be careful, like, just pay attention to like, if someone like is a person that, like, if you're around a person, they spread a lot of information about other people, and they're telling other people's business, like, again, maybe that's not a person you might want to like share things with. Just always be careful, you know, and always just like look for the signs, not look for signs, but like peep the signs if you have to, you know, because they be there, okay? But, and also too, it's like, don't, by anybody like watching this video, don't take anything from this like you put, like, I'm saying, like, put your guard up, like, no, like, open up to people, be willing to open up to people, because like I said again, if you constantly are having your guard up, you can miss out on great people. Seriously, like, I am one of those people that have their guard up for so long, and just like was one of those people that shut people out, or like didn't even give people a try, or didn't even like trying to get to know people, but like I'm coming out of that, and it's like it feels good to like build bonds with people and like get to know someone and like genuinely like form a bond or connection with someone, you know. Oh my god, that feels weird for me to say that. Like, fuck's going on? But no, seriously, just be careful, you guys. Seriously, that's why I wanted to make this video. But I'm gonna end this video here on that. Be careful what you share things with. Watch the signs, like they are always there, and but also like be willing to open up to people and like let your guard down a bit, you know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys took something from this video. Give this video a thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you feel on not sharing everything. Do you guys think you should? Do you guys agree with me? I want to know. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.